welcome to the launch of our 2025-2026 learning journey. It's a pleasure to see so many of you here with us today. Before we go into the main part of the meeting, I'd like to observe all of our protocols. A special welcome to Rotary International Director, Patrick Eakes. It's a pleasure to have you here with us today. Thank you so much for making the time to be of service, and also for joining us at our conference that's coming up later in this year. To DG Debbie, welcome. District Governor Debbie, my apologies, to District Governor-elect Soraya, pleasure to have you here, and District Governor nominee Maurice. We also say special thank you to our Rotary representatives who are here. Before we get to them, special welcome to all of our PDGs who are in the room with us. I'm seeing that, okay, David is here, welcome. Sonia is here with us, welcome to you. Lyle. Okay, my apologies if I've missed any of our other DGs who are in the room at the moment. We also want to extend our welcomes to our Rotaract family, to one of our presenters tonight, Crystal. She is our DRR elect, District Rotary Rep elect. Special welcome to all of our presidents and secretaries and other board members of the clubs, and to our president-elects, secretary-elects, etc. I know that there are a lot more protocol that should be observed, and I wish to beg your pardon, and I know that others along the way will fill in the gaps as we go, as other people arrive in the room. As we are starting the meeting today, if you are speaking, if you prefer French, please, if you are speaking French, please use the French channel by selecting the French option. You click on the dots, the three dots, select interpretation, and then you can select your channel. I've got a message from DG Debbie. Have you been able to join? DG Debbie?
No, I can't do it. I'm not French. I'm not eating that. It's driving me crazy.
I think. Oh, wonderful. Hello. Great. Welcome. Oh my gosh. We have a viewing party going on. Fantastic. Welcome to all of you. Okay. Okay, so that's the French translation. We ask you to stay on mute unless you are actually presenting. We, during the session, will not have a question and answer period. However, if you do have any queries, feel free to put them in the chat and we will respond to you after the meeting has been finalized. Okay, well, with this in mind, we now officially welcome you to the launch of the 2025-2026 learning journey. I'm Tanya Western. I'm past president of the Rotary Club of Central Port of Spain in Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm going to be the district learning facilitator for 25-26. So I am celebrating this journey with you. So we welcome one of our district learning team members. She will say the four-way test. Please join me, AG Lise van de Kamp.
Good evening, Tanya. Thank you. Good evening to everybody. My name is Lisa. I'm the AG of Dominica, and I'm going to lead you in a four-way test. I hope you all do it with me at your own home, but keep your mic, please, muted. From all the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Et pour mes amis français, je vais essayer de faire le four-way test en français. Est-ce loyal de part et autre? Est-ce susceptible de stimuler la bonne volonté réciproque et de créer de meilleures relations amicales. Est-ce profitable à toutes les intéressées? Merci. Back to you, Tanya.
Thank you very much, Liz. At this point, we invite incoming District Secretary Assistant, Chrissy Laurent, to please do our first introduction.
Good evening, fellow Rotarians. Protocols having been established, it is my esteemed pleasure to welcome our Rotary International representative, Patrick Eakes. Patrick served as the Rotary International Director from 2024 to 2026. Patrick is a past president of Crescent Rotary Club in Greensboro, North Carolina, USA. He served as governor of District 76-790 in 2014 and 15. He is a former Zone 33 Rotary Coordinator, Innovative Club Advocate, and Assistant Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator. Patrick formerly served as the Learning Chair on the Zones 33 and 34 Executive Committee, Learning Facilitator at International Assembly 3 times, Lead Facilitator of Rotary International's Regional Leaders Learning Event, and Vice Chair of Carolina's PETS. Patrick and his wife, Kristen, are major donors and members of the Bequest, Paul Harris, and End of Polio Now Societies. Patrick has received the Service Above Self Award, Distinguished Service Award, and Citation for Meritorious Service. He is also a member of the Membership Society. Equally passionate about membership in our Rotary Foundation, Patrick chaired the Zones 33 and 34 Membership Action Plan, and also led his club's drive to become the first Triple Crown Rotary Club in the world. To achieve the Triple Crown, all 125 members of Crescent Rotary Club were simultaneously Paul Harris Fellows, sustaining members, and benefactors. Patrick owns and operates CP Eakes Company, a manufacturer of high-end custom metals. The company produces a wide variety of products, including architectural stainless steel and brass, stainless steel trench drains for chemical and food applications, and many items for specialty contractors and manufacturers. Patrick served a 3-year term as president of the US-Canada Golfing Fellowship of Rotarians, and he has won 1 international and 4 national Rotary Golf Championships. He also served on the board of directors for the Wyndham Championship, one of the oldest stops of the PGA Tour. Patrick and Kristen have 2 children, both of whom are very active in Rotary projects. Patrick and Kristen enjoy good wine, travel, and time with their family, including their 2 beagles. Fellow Rotarians, please extend a warm, hearty virtual welcome to our RI International representative, Patrick Eakes.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. And we will hope that those 2 beagles that you mentioned will behave and will not encroach on our time together tonight. Hopefully not. It is truly a treat to be with you. And as mentioned before, I will be with you for your district conference in April. Kristen and I are very excited to visit with you all there and to learn even more about all the great things that your district is doing. For tonight, I know this is the kickoff for a great learning opportunity. And so, as I said, it's an honor to be a part of that with you this evening. Soraya and I were at Rotary's International Assembly. I guess she's been home about 10 days. And I got home yesterday. I went to the Presidential Peace Conference following International Assembly. So I flew halfway across the world yesterday and then back in North Carolina in the US. At that International Assembly, International President-elect Mario revealed his presidential message. And you might notice that that's a little bit different term. We were used to hearing Rotary International themes, and now we have a presidential message. And so I thought I might just explain that difference a bit. We've noticed over time that our themes have zigged and zagged. They've not necessarily been consistent. We've also seen that sometimes themes like the year I served as district governor, Light Up Rotary was the theme. There are still billboards up around the world that say Light Up Rotary that don't necessarily tell anybody what our organization is all about. So starting with 2025-26, you'll hear about presidential messages that are developed by the incoming president, along with the communications committee and staff and the strategic planning committee and staff. And the idea behind this is that we will have messages with some continuity year after year that describe what our organization is about. You all are on this call on a Monday evening, so I know you're people of action. There's no doubt about it. And Unite for Good, I think, as our presidential message, I hope that speaks to your heart the way it speaks to my heart. I think it describes what we do. Certainly having just come from the opening of the newest Peace Center in Turkey, it reminds us of the good that we do in the world and that we do in our local communities, and that we do it together. We unite for that purpose. So I was really happy to hear that message, and I hope if you had noticed the difference between a theme and a message, you'll understand the difference and why we've had that small change. And you'll hear messages annually now going forward that will seem like they fit together year after year. And I look forward to supporting that going forward. President Mario did talk about his priorities, and they're very much in line with our stated priorities. Our number one external priority as an organization is to eliminate polio. And of course, we are very, very close in that effort. Had under 100 cases last year and have only had a very few this year. President-elect Mario's bigger emphasis, I think, is our number one internal priority. He said to me one time, my top three priorities are membership, membership, and membership, to drive the point home. And when he talks about membership, there's really two sides to that. One is something that all of you as club leaders can have a big impact on, and that is the culture in your club. That is creating an experience that your members have to be a part of, that they wouldn't dare walk away from, and that they might even want to introduce their friends and business associates to. I like to tell people, because of the experience my children have had, they're now 18 and 21 years old, because of their experience in Rotary, even if I wanted to leave, they would not allow it. They would veto it because they have grown up in Rotary. A large part of who they are has been formed by friends in Rotary, Rotaractors and Rotarians. They're both Rotaractors now. So there's that side of membership about making sure that we have the best possible clubs that we can. And then the second part of membership is creating new clubs, is extending our reach a bit by creating new clubs. And typically those will be innovative in nature so that we can open the organization to some people who are living the lives of Rotarians and Rotaractors, but maybe the existing club in their community doesn't fit because of the day of the week, or maybe the cost structure, or something else that just doesn't quite fit their lives. So by creating innovative clubs, we can create pathways for people who share our values, who believe in integrity, who believe in friendship, and all the things that are in the four-way test that guide us as members of the family of Rotary. So I think you'll continue to hear more and more about membership and all the ways we can have a positive impact on membership. Mario also talked about his pillars for growth. And when he talks about pillars for growth, maybe we first think growth is membership, but I think growth is more than that. I think it's growing all the things that are important in Rotary. His three essential pillars are innovation, that we drive creativity, and that we welcome new ideas in the organization. And to some extent that we acknowledge that the world is always changing and we have to innovate to change with it, to be sure that we innovate so we serve our communities the best we can and that we're attractive to would-be members of Rotary, whether that be Rotaract or Rotary clubs. The second pillar, continuity. And what he means by that is ensuring some stability and some consistency in the way we approach things. It doesn't mean we have to do it the same way every year, but it means we ought to be fairly aligned in the direction we're moving so that our club members know what our clubs are doing and where we're going and why we're doing that. And then the third pillar is partnership, recognizing that when we collaborate, both as members of our clubs and with our communities, we can do more. We can do more when we act collaboratively. That I think you will hear more from. I know that Governor-elect Soraya believes in those pillars, and so I'm sure that you'll be hearing more about that as we move through the coming Rotary year. I would say that what all of this boils down to is that Rotary is in the people business. We're in the people business. The members are our friends. Members are our business associates. The people in our organization are who serve the community. And when we serve the community, we're taking care of people who are our neighbors. And so I would say we're really in the people business. That's what it comes down to. We measure membership in numbers, and your district has done about as well as any district among the 31 in our two zones, the area that I represent. You're pretty much at the head of the class for membership growth when it comes to numbers. So I congratulate you for that, but we still have ways that we can grow and that we can continue to be in the people business, which is really what I think we are. Now, there are a couple of new areas that we'll hear more about in Rotary. And one of those is what we call regionally appropriate approaches to supporting clubs and supporting districts. And that is just in recognition that the way we support you all as club leaders probably is different than the way clubs in India need to be supported, or clubs in Germany, or clubs in Australia. And so in the introduction, the membership action plan was mentioned. We have a membership action plan, we have a communications action plan, and we have an action plan that supports the Rotary Foundation. And all three of these are led independently by leaders in our two zones. And our two zones work together very closely. And they are designed specifically to support club leaders. The membership action plan, which I chaired for about a year and a half, we produce a webinar each month, and we feature club leaders who have done amazing things, and they share what they did and how they did it, in hopes that you attending for just this 45-minute webinar, that you may hear something you think, we could do that in our club. So we have these action plans that are built and designed by Rotarians in our zones to support other Rotarians in our zone. It's nothing that Rotary International said, here's how you do it. So very excited about that. And I touched on this before, but continuity of leadership, you're going to continue to hear more and more about that if we work with our successors and our predecessors, we can move in a unified direction and we can be more effective with what we're doing in our clubs and for our communities. So I think that's a bit of an overview of both what you'll be hearing from Rotary International with the presidential messaging and their priorities, and from our zones in the ways that we want to provide support for you to have the very best clubs you can have. And I know you're going to hear more through this call about the district approach on how they can also help support clubs to be their very best. So I appreciate you all allowing me to be with you tonight. And again, I cannot wait to see you in April at District Conference. It's going to be lots of fun, and I'm looking forward to all these smiling faces I see becoming friends when we get to meet in person and get to celebrate for a few days. So thank you so much for allowing me to be with you this evening, and we'll see you in April.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, RI Director Patrick. We now invite our incoming District Secretary, Leighton Khan, to introduce our next feature presenter. Please, Leighton.
Thank you, Tanya. Good evening, district officials, fellow Rotarians. The distinct pleasure is mine to introduce to you our district governor-elect for 2025-2026, Soraya Warner-Gustav. Soraya has been a member of the Rotary Club of St. Lucia from March 2010. She served as president in the year 2018 to 2019, and under her leadership, the club achieved the district's Club of the Year award, as well as the largest membership growth award. Soraya has served in other capacities on the club's board and continues as an active member of her club. At the district level, she served as district secretary during the Rotary year 2020 to 2021. She accepted the position of Interact Chair in 2021 and served in that role for 3 terms and has been instrumental in revitalizing and growing District 7030's Interact community. Soraya is passionate about Interact and is keenly focused on the upskilling of youth in service and leadership, and by extension, the shaping of leaders for the future. A former co-chair and director of U.S. nonprofit Hands Across the Sea, dedicated to raising children's literacy in the Eastern Caribbean, Soraya is an advocate for advancing literacy and the general development of our youth. She is a founding committee member of the Worldwide District Interact Chair Association and a current director. This group seeks to provide a platform for connecting Rotarians serving in the role of district Interact leaders, or those who have a passion for Interact, for the purpose of strengthening all of our Interact programs in our various Rotary districts. Soraya is a Paul Harris Fellow, a charter and continuing member of District 7030 Polio Plus Society, and a member of the Paul Harris Society. Soraya is a corporate banking professional, having served in the banking and finance industry for over 30 years, and is currently the general manager and assistant vice president for an alternative investment firm, Cygnus Capital. She's also a partner in a business consulting firm, E2E Empowerment, which focuses on individual and organizational capacity building through training and development. She believes that the beauty and essence of Rotary is in this extraordinary opportunity that it brings through numerous channels to serve, transform, and make a difference in our world. Fellow Rotarians, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Soraya Warner-Gustav, District Governor-elect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, District Secretary-elect Leighton. And good evening, my fellow Rotarians, Rotaractors joining us at this launch event. I would like to start off by thanking Director Patrick for his exceptional presentation of Rotary International and the zone's goals and priorities, and for delivering this year's presidential messaging, Unite for Good. I know that you only returned from the Turkey Peace Conference yesterday, and so appreciate you for squeezing us in. And I know that I speak for all of us here this evening when I say that this has been quite a motivating and empowering delivery, setting the tone for all of the incoming leadership in District 7030 to unite for good. So thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to seeing you very soon in Trinidad. Fellow Rotarians, Rotaractors, it is such an honor to be here. Thank you for the opportunity to serve as District Governor for the Rotary year 25-26. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the past District Governors on the call, as well as the District Governor line, DG Debbie, DG N Maurice, and DG ND Stephen, And a special shout out to District Governor Debbie, who brought the entire Antigua team to our call. Thank you so much. I also acknowledge our incoming district and club leadership, as well as the Rotary district leadership on the call. This evening is all about us, the launching of our PELs and learning seminars, our district goals and priorities, and sharing the leadership teams who will be supporting and driving these goals, which are intended to grow our legacy and leverage our intergenerational talent. Our Rotary District remains committed to fostering positive change and to making significant impact in our communities through sustainable service. It is in effect our promise, and in keeping with President-elect Mario's vision, let us work towards being the best qualified team of volunteers and leaders in service, innovation, and community development. Let us foster a culture of collaboration, inclusivity, and commitment so that all of our members are empowered to address the most pressing challenges facing our communities and the world at large. As we prepare for the new Rotary year, I would like to start off by touching on two key administrative expectations, and Director Patrick would have referenced these: continuity of leadership and planning through our action plan. So from the district's perspective, I would like to reiterate the importance of continuity of leadership. And within our Rotary world, this ensures alignment of goals and eases the leadership transition from one Rotary year to the next, setting the stage for long-term success. And as such, the requirement for us to embrace this concept remains a key focus. Also would like to bring to your attention the requirement to have the Rotary Action Plan fully embedded in clubs. This bears out in our PEL schedule, and you may ask why. But having an action plan ensures that new leaders are aligned with an overall direction, and then provides that needed opportunity to adapt or pivot as necessary. We will discuss this further as we progress our learning plans, but we do want to ensure that by the end of PELS, all club leaders are fully versed with the Rotary Action Plan and have complete club plans ready for the new Rotary year. Rotary has three main pillars that support the four priorities under the action plan: membership, Rotary Foundation, and public image. So President-elect Mario spoke to membership as our number one and perhaps our only priority, and Director Patrick also spoke to this. But we need to grow. Director Patrick referenced the fact that we are at the top of the scale within our zone, but we still need to grow. We need to grow sustainably. We need to strengthen our membership, utilizing all of the channels available to us. In particular, we need to look at growth through alternative club models. So our first goal and priority for the new Rotary year will be, and continues to be, growing and strengthening membership. So we want to continue to diversify our membership base to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion, with an emphasis on inclusivity by fostering collaborative and inclusive club environments. Specific goals will be shared subsequently, but remember that the responsibility for membership growth rests with each one of us. In an effort to expand our reach, we will be introducing a focus on our Rotary alumni, and you will hear more about this as we roll out this initiative. We will continue to support the growth of Rotaract and introduce strategies to bridge the gap between Rotary and Rotaract. And in this spirit, our incoming Rotaract leadership will shortly share with us a bit of their plans for the new Rotary year. Our second priority: growing and supporting our very own charity, the Rotary Foundation. We would like to encourage increased individual giving through continued education, greater understanding of the foundation and the district and global grant processes, and achieve 100% giving clubs and member participation as well. We will promote awareness and support of all of the foundation's programs. We will also continue to support our polio eradication efforts, which is Rotary's #1 external priority, with continued club and individual contributions to the Polio Plus Fund, and also by becoming members of the Polio Plus Society. As with membership, specific goals will be shared subsequently, but we would like to see a greater take-up of global and district grants, in addition to increased giving. Our third priority, public image. We will continue to focus on enhancing our public image, but more importantly, on sharing the value of Rotary, telling our story effectively so that the full impact, not just the outcome, but the impact of our service is understood. We would like clubs to focus on their public relations strategy, to continue to leverage social media and digital platforms, and to partner with local media outlets to highlight our Rotary initiatives for enhanced visibility and community impact. We now move on to our district priorities, fostering youth engagement. And this is my passion right here, youth, the development and enhancement of our future generation through all of Rotary's youth programs, strengthening our youth clubs and encouraging regional and international service partnerships. With 84 Interact and 14 Early Act clubs, this right here is the heart of our district. So we will continue to support and expand our youth programs. Early Act, Interact, Rotaract, and RILA. And another district RILA is being planned, so stay tuned to this space. Every Rotary club should have at least an Early Act or Interact club. In an effort to expand our offerings here, we plan to also introduce a focus on outbound youth exchange, and more will be shared on this as we progress that initiative. This year, we would additionally like to place an emphasis on our vulnerable youth across the region and introduce the Empowering Futures project with a focus on basic education and literacy. We know that some clubs already have projects that touch this group, but this initiative is intended to raise awareness to the deepening crisis within our young population, encouraging a focus on mentorship, education and literacy, and skill development, ensuring that our vulnerable young people are equipped with the tools they need to succeed. And you will hear more about this in the coming weeks. Peace building will remain another significant priority, needed more than ever. And at the forefront through peace education and service-related projects, we ask you, our leaders, to continue to promote peace building, encouraging our members to become positive peace activators and to promote our peace fellowships such that we can increase the take-up in the district. Let us focus on increasing the number of young peace builders in our district. Environmental sustainability continues. Our district is highly susceptible to the effects of climate change. Raising awareness and advocacy on the need for sustainability practices is important, and we'd like for this to remain a program that clubs can focus on. Our district has introduced special programs over the years, and programs currently in place will continue. Substantial work has been done in those areas, and we will continue to enhance and strengthen these programs. So we have mental health, childhood obesity, and girls' empowerment. We encourage you to have club champions in all of these areas so that maximum benefit can be derived by your clubs. Our Rotary District's vision and goals reflect our commitment to service, leadership, community, and member engagement. As leaders, our role is simple, all-encompassing but simple, to serve our members and our clubs and help to ensure the best possible club experience for our members and to ensure that we have the most successful clubs in our district and in our zone. We invite all of our leaders and members to embrace our priorities and actively contribute to achieving our goals. To lead effectively, though, it is important that you participate in our learning events, get to understand what is changing or what has changed in Rotary. I hope to see every single Rotary Club represented at both our virtual and in-person PELs. Thank you for your service and leadership, and I look forward to working with all of you, having fun and fellowship with all of you as we unite for good. I thank you all and now present the Rotary leaders, new and continuing, who will be supporting our district and our clubs. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, District Learning Facilitator Tanya. So we start off our 25-26 district learning team. My picture is on screen as the incoming district governor for 2025-2026. Joining me on the team would be District Governor-elect Maurice Sad, Debbie Rupchan, who would then be the immediate past District Governor, District Governor nominee Stephen Tenaji,
Naraya, is it possible for you to share on your side? Because my own is not progressing to other slides.
no.
Let me try one more thing. And maybe I will leave it in the smaller
Please, yes.
visual. Yeah, let me try again. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Continuing with our district executives, we would have our district secretary, Lathan Khan, while I'll continue until Tanya gets the presentation up on screen. District Secretary Lathan Khan, Assistant District Secretary Chrissy Laura, District Treasurer Charles Serrier. Moving on to the next slide. Council of Governors and District Governor Nominating Chair is Debbie Rupchan. RI Council of Legislation Representative, PDG Lara Quentrell Thomas. District Finance Chair, PDG Lyle Chase. District Membership Chair, Giselle Holder. District DEI Chair, Katrina Sam. Our District Public Image Chair, Maria Mohammed Maharaj. District Communications Chair, Sean Paddy. And we move on to our foundation team. District Rotary Foundation Chair, PDG Wadi Sauma. Our Grants Chair, Ronald Birdsmith. Our Annual Fund Chair, Dr. Sharon Cordner. Our Polio Plus Fund Chair, I think you've missed a slide, Tanya. Our Polio Plus Fund Chair, Sean Paddy. Our Stewardship Subcommittee Chair, PDG Trevor Blake. Our Fundraising Subcommittee Chair, PDG Elwin Atmohedo. Our Paul Harris Coordinator, Paul Harris Society Coordinator, Benno Van Leeuwen. Our District Peace Building Program Chair, Charles Hossel. Our Fellowships Chair, Frederick Nuber. Our District Learning Facilitator, Tanya Weston. Our District RLI Director, PDG Roger Bose. District Rotaract Chair, Kevan St. Bryce. Our Rotaract leaders. Incoming District Rotaract Representative, Crystal Mohammed. District Rotaract Secretary, Kiara Reese. Roland Zoho would be our immediate past District Rotaract Representative, and the District Rotaract Representative-elect, currently nominee, Dr. Kimberly Manbo. Our District Interact Chair, Abraham Daniel. District Early Act Chair, PDG Dominique Venere. Our District RILA Chair, Evangeline Allen, and our District International Service Chair, Richard Strawn. District Disaster Relief Chair, PDG David Edwards. Our District Conference Chair, Conrad Wagner. Our District RI Convention Promotion Chair, Roger Curtin. District Community Service Chair and District Disaster Preparation and Mitigation Chair, PDG Stephen Ramroop. And our District Special Projects Chair, Dr. Nisha Harry. District Alumni Chair, Dina Beni Rajpal, and District Youth Exchange Chair, PDG Leslie Ramdani. Our District Intercountry Committee lead would be DG Debbie Rupchan, and District Intercountry Committee Coordinator, PDG Sonia Aline. Our District Girls Empowerment Chair, Yvonne Mohabir, and our District Childhood Obesity Program Chair, Dr. Virginia Asin-Unsburg. That's our district team, and we now move on, our district committee team, and we now move on to our assistant governors. Thank you. It's a team of 20 assistant governors, starting with Jonah Davis-Amon for Antigua and Barbuda, Frederick Nuber, Aruba and Bonaire, Paul Ashby, Barbados, Gino Campbell, Curacao, Liz Van de Kamp, Dominica, Brahim Ahmed, French Guyana, Charles Hossel, Grenada, Johan Eugene Adolphe, Guadeloupe, Rafik Kassim, Guyana, Jean-Claude Florentini, Martinique, Dion Simple, Montserrat, Dr. Marcus Natter, St. Kitts and Nevis, Albert Daniel, St. Lucia, Dr. Janelle Allen, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Stephen Tinaji, Suriname, Cheryl Ann Jordan, Trinidad Central, Betty Ann Whiteman, Skinner, Trinidad East, Veronica de Souza Philip, Trinidad North, Trinidad South, Dina Rajpal Bainey, and last but not least, Tracy Osman Ashton, Tobago. I thank every single one of you for your attention this evening. I thank the leadership team for agreeing to partner with me along and work alongside me during this new Rotary year. Thank you, everyone. And I pass it back on to Tanya.
Thank you, DG Saraya. At this point, we welcome Rotaractor Shari Bramble to introduce our next presenter.
Good evening, everyone. I wish to adopt the protocol that has already been established. I have the pleasure this evening of introducing District Rotaract Representative-elect Crystal Mohammed. Crystal has been a leader from an early age, first serving as president of her of her school's Explorer Club at just 10 years old. A proud graduate of St. Joseph's Convent, San Fernando, she credits the school for shaping her ethical approach to leadership. She later earned a Bachelor of Science in International Relations with a minor in criminology, strengthening her ability to lead across cultures. She was selected to participate in a scholarship project on disaster preparedness offered by the Organization of American States and the Chilean government, allowing her to integrate disaster management into her Rotaract work. Under her leadership, District 7030 shifted its focus from disaster response to preparedness and mitigation. Such ethics were exemplified when she led District 7030's response to the La Soufrière volcanic eruption in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, after which she received a Paul Harris Fellow for her leadership skills. Crystal is a mentor for youths in various platforms and programs, having pursued an MBA in logistics and supply chain management. She now serves as an assistant MBA reviewer, helping others develop their own skills. Professionally, she works in procurement and responsible sourcing at a major utility company in Trinidad and Tobago, ensuring alignment with UNDP principles. Within Rotaract, she was the charter president of the Rotaract Club of San Fernando South and has served in key district roles such as Rewards and Recognition Officer, Assistant District Rotaract Representative twice over, District Risk Management and Environmental Sustainability Chair, and more. 2025-2026, she will take on the role of District Rotaract Representative. She is a sought-after trainer, equipping Rotaractors with skills in regenerative leadership, disaster risk management, sustainable club continuity, community needs assessment, and more. Please join me by clapping your virtual hands for DRRE, Crystal Mohammed.
Hey, hi, good evening, everyone. So I'm going to try to establish the protocols. So good evening to Rotary International Director Patrick Eakes, District Governor Debbie Rupchan, District Governor-elect Soraya Warner Gustav, District Governor nominee Maurice Saad, past District Governors, Assistant Governors, District Rotaract Representative Rolinzo Hu, District Rotaract Representative-elect of District 7020 Michael Remo, District Rotaract Representative nominee Kimberly Manboard, District Rotaract Chair Kevin St. Bryce, past District Rotaract representatives, incoming district team for 2025-26, Assistant District Rotaract representatives, my partner in service, President Leonardo Bastidas, Presidents, Rotarians, Rotaractors, guests. So thank you for having me tonight. I will be speaking on some of the plans for the upcoming year and what we hope to achieve in Rotaract District 7030 to promote learning and development. So firstly, we'll talk about the One Caribbean Rotaract Initiative. This year, we will be launching an initiative called the One Caribbean Rotaract Initiative, coined by both DRRE Michael Remo from District 7020 and myself. The aim of this is to strengthen impact within the scope as we share similar vulnerabilities as small island developing states. We aim to enhance training that will be relevant to the United Nations Development Goals and Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction. Rotaract clubs from both districts 7020 and 7030 will be encouraged to partner with a club from the other district to execute projects and share ideas so that we can strengthen our Caribbean identity and harness our strengths to face the unique challenges that we are subjected to due to our geographical location. Next, we'll focus on the Joint District Rotaract Conference. So due to COVID, this would not have been previously done, but now we are attacking it at full force again. So we will be having a celebration of Caribbean culture and a diverse background of our Rotaractors at our joint conference with District 7020 in Montego Bay, Jamaica. This will occur in early June 2026 and is an experience that you would not want to miss, as it allows the grandest form of learning, that is, cultural exchange that our districts will experience thus far. So thirdly, District Leadership Development Seminar, DLDS. Formerly District Leadership Training. This will be held in my very beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago this year, October. This learning seminar was recognized as being highly needed since there's a disconnect with how Rotaractors function within the various roles versus what is expected. Therefore, this will help Rotaractors to not just be members, but to become super Rotaractors and unprecedented leaders, as it will be a deep dive into roles and responsibilities. This will also help our Rotaractors to understand how not to just work harder, but also to work smarter for sustainable impact in our communities and doing bigger projects as well. Notwithstanding, I plead with the Rotarians to support your Rotaractors to attend this leadership seminar, and further information can be found in the links that have been dropped in the chat so you can better understand what DLDS will be about. Some other plans, we will be designing a framework to guide Rotary clubs on how they can be the best sponsor club and really exemplify what it means to elevate Rotaract and still be a sponsor club. We have recognized that there has been a decline in both membership retention and recruitment throughout the district. Therefore, there will be a rebrand for Rotaract District 7030. Now, don't get scared, Rotarians. We will still maintain the ideals, principles, and notions of Rotary International. When I attended a SENCON in Chicago last August, Rotary International President-elect Mario Cesar Martins de Camargo spoke about the brand of Rotary not being as attractive as it was before due to competitive rivalry from other non-governmental organizations and the changing needs of the membership. So after careful consideration, we have recognized that there's a need to make our model more attractive, more fun, and more considerate of what fits with the culture of the new generation. Therefore, we will pay closer attention to issues plaguing the minds of our youths, harness the use of social media and social influencing to make Rotaract quote-unquote more dope. We aim to create a brand in which youths will have a strong desire to become Rotaractors and proud to say, I am a Rotaractor in every social and professional setting. We will also be incorporating other aspects to develop membership, for example, the Happiness Index, in which clubs will be challenged to look after the well-being of their Rotaractors and not just focus on executing projects alone. I would tell you two more things, but one, time is against me right now, and two, you just have to be a Rotaractor to find out. But I will give you a sweetener. Our guiding principle for 2025-26 will be lead with purpose. And I hope what was discussed tonight shows you that's just what we will be doing. I was so happy to hear the RI presidential message is Unite for Good because it fits so well, but you just gotta come conference in Trinidad and Tobago to hear more about it. I have no doubt that we will do great things because both DGE Soraya and myself, we already have a strong momentum. She's a very wonderful person and incredibly supportive of Rotaract District 7030. Have a great night, everyone, and I cheers to music ahead.
Thank you so much, DRRE Crystal. Pleasure to have you here, and we look forward to working closely with Rotaract, continuing to work closely with Rotaract over the next year. At this point of the program, we move on to focus on the upcoming training and learning activities. Because of previous technical glitches, I'm not going to expand the PowerPoint. I'll leave it in this smaller version just so we don't slow down the proceedings. So today, as you can see, it's the launch pad for our 25-26 learning journey. And the district team is really excited to welcome the whole of the District 7030 family to this first of our activities. Following this, we are going to, in the first week of March, as you see on the screen, we're going to be hosting learning workshops for our incoming assistant governors. That's going to be on the 6th. And then we continue with our incoming district committee chairs. Their orientation is going to be on the 8th of March. As we move on to our president-elects and secretary-elects, this year we have 7 online sessions and 2 days of face-to-face PELS, President-Elect Learning Seminars. The PELS online is open to the incoming club presidents, to the incoming club secretaries, and their entire incoming boards at no additional registration fee. So we implore that all of the incoming board members, please join us for the sessions that we're having. As you can see on the screen, we are running from the 11th of March to the 9th of April. You will be seeing this, if you haven't seen it already, you'll see the French and the English version of our schedule for the online PELs. On the French flyer that's on the screen, it highlights that we're starting with the Rotary Action Plan that we've heard about already today. And then we're moving on to address leadership and membership. Foundation is going to be at the core, at the center of our online schedule, followed by public image, youth service, and service projects. As mentioned before, we expect to have every one of our incoming presidents and secretaries in attendance, and we really do encourage you to get your board to also attend these sessions. In Trinidad and Tobago in April, we'll be hosting the final segment of PELS. This is the face-to-face workshop segments, and we begin on the 23rd of April. And for that day, we're doing a full day from 9 to 4:30. And on the following day, the Thursday, it's half day. So we start again at 9 and we will go until approximately 1:30. So these sessions are interactive workshops. So we expect you to come and be very participative in these face-to-face sessions. If you have not registered for the conferences yet, remember tonight is the last day for the Tier 2 conference registration. Don't miss out on that. And we also want to remind you about the Rotary Learning Center. That's another very important part of the learning journey for all Rotarians. Incoming presidents and incoming secretaries, please take a look at the RI learning sessions before, not just take a look, but complete the RI learning sessions before you come to the in-person PELs in April. The links are going to be posted in the chat, but we'll also share those with you by email. And it's not just for incoming presidents and incoming secretaries. The learning centers are a really valuable source of information. And so we encourage all Rotarians to dive in and explore that wealth of knowledge. And what we are doing this year, or rather next year, 25-26, the learning doesn't end at conference. We'll be calling on all clubs to select their learning officers. And together, we're going to expand the way that we unite for good. At this point, I take the opportunity to welcome AG Dina Rajnath Bailey to express thanks on behalf of the 2025 District Learning Committee and on behalf of DGE Soraya. Thank you, Dina. Dina, are you able to join us?
Mute, sorry. My computer freeze.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Good evening to Rotary International Director Patrick Eakes, District Governor Debbie Rupchan, District Governor-elect Soraya Warner-Gustav, District Rotaract Chair Keebenson Bryce, and all other protocols observed. I have the distinct pleasure of moving the vote of thanks this evening. Thank you to everyone on the District Learning Committee who all contributed to the successful planning and execution of the Rotary District 7030 Learning Seminars 2026 launch event. Your dedication and hard work have ensured a comprehensive and engaging agenda that was informative and inspiring. Special thanks to all the speakers and facilitators. To AG Lees, it is always impressive when someone takes the time and effort to speak in another language, especially for something as important as the four-way test. AG Lees' pronunciation in French was commendable. Bravo, AG Lees. Assistant District Secretary-elect, Chrissy, your thoughtful and engaging introduction of the Rotary International representative set the stage perfectly, highlighting the significance of our guest and the valuable insights our Rotary representative Patrick brings to our Rotary community. Thank you, Christy. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our RI representative Patrick Eakes for your inspiring and insightful message. Your articulation of Rotary International's priorities resonated deeply with all of us. The RI President's theme, Unite for Good, beautifully captures our collective mission. Your emphasis on the pillars for growth, innovation, continuity, and partnership provided us with a clear roadmap to further our initiatives. We also greatly appreciate the focus on membership growth and the introduction of new alternative club models, which align perfectly with our goal to expand and diversify our outreach. The priorities outlined within our zone, the communication action plan, the membership action plan, and the action plan for the Rotary Foundation serve as significant markers for our regional efforts. We acknowledge the importance of these priorities and the immense impact they can have when effectively implemented. In addition, you stress on the continuity of leadership, and the Rotary Action Plan was particularly inspiring. It is a reminder that sustained, committed leadership is pivotal for our progress. Furthermore, the importance of learning events cannot be overstated, and these opportunities for growth and development are essential for us to remain effective and relevant in our service. Once again, thank you for your time and for sharing these invaluable insights with us. Together, guided by these priorities, we will strive to unite for good and make a lasting positive impact. To District Secretary-elect Lethan, your warm and thoughtful introduction of our District Governor-elect perfectly captured the significance of this moment and highlighted the exceptional qualities and dedication of our incoming leader. We greatly appreciate your introduction of her. Thank you, District Governor-elect Soraya, for sharing the goals and priorities for the 2025-2026 Rotary year. Your vision and plans have provided us with clear and inspiring roadmap for our journey ahead. We deeply appreciate your leadership and commitment to our Rotary community. You reminded us of our key administrative functions. One, the importance of continuity leadership, and the Rotary Action Plan must be embedded in our clubs. You also mentioned the goals for to be achieved in this district year: growing and strengthening membership, growing and supporting our Rotary Foundation, and this has to be done by club and member participation. And to focus on the public image, try to enhance this, focusing on public relations strategy. Additionally, thank you for introducing your team of district chairs. We hope to collaborate closely and support each other as we work towards achieving our shared goals and making a positive impact in our community. Thank you, Rotaractor Shari Bramble, for the wonderful introduction of the District Rotaract Representative-elect Crystal, which truly captured the essence of the Rotaract spirit. I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our District Rotaract Representative-elect Crystal for sharing her comprehensive and inspiring plans with us. Your vision for the One Caribbean Rotaract initiative in collaboration with District 7020 is truly commendable and holds the promise of fostering a more unified and stronger Caribbean Rotaract community. The relaunch of the district leadership training as the District Leadership Development Seminar is a significant step towards equipping your members with advanced leadership skills and fostering their professional growth. The announcement of the joint Rotaract Conference with District 7020 in Jamaica in 2026 is particularly exciting. We are also very appreciative of your detailed plans for the year, which include more focused training, deeper connections with Rotary, and the rebranding of Rotaract District 7030. Your focus on developing membership through a refined framework that prioritizes the happiness and satisfaction of Rotaractors is a refreshing and much-needed approach. To our district learning facilitator-elect, Tanya, for your warm and welcoming words. Your guidance through the impending district learning journey that PELS represents is deeply appreciated. The emphasis on interactive sessions and workshops, both online and at district conference, promises a dynamic and enriching experience for all of us. Thank you so much for sharing this outline. Additionally, we would like to extend our gratitude to you for facilitating the agenda for this evening's meeting. Finally, on behalf of the District Governor-elect Soraya and the District Learning Committee 2025-2026, I would like to acknowledge and thank Sean Paddy for the Zoom infrastructure and communications guidance, Maria Mohammed Miraj for public image promotion development, and to Jean-Marc, a member of our team, for his assistance with French translation and interpretation. On behalf of the committee, we extend our gratitude to everyone who facilitated the agenda for tonight's meeting and to all Rotarians and Rotaractors present this evening on this Zoom call. We look forward to the continued success and growth of our district, and thank you once again for your unwavering commitment. Good night to all. And I now pass you over to District Learning Facilitator-elect Tanya for her closing statements. Thank you.
My closing statement is a thank you to our committee member, Dina Rajpal Baini. Thank you for that very thoughtful appreciation of all of our presenters and all of our contributors. At this point, we say thanks again to everybody for joining us. We had at one point 202 people. That exceeded our expectations, and we look forward to having this level of bountifulness going forward with all of our learning activities. At this point, Dina is going to put on, AG Dina is going to put on one more video to wrap up the night for us. We thank you, and we look forward to seeing you in the upcoming events. Have a blessed evening, everyone.